Marissa Schultz here, author of The Rise High Investor, and really excited to bring you another one of these little weekly videos for property investors. Today I am talking about a topic that is close to my heart, and that is educating our children about investing. For those of you who know me, I do a lot of work in financial literacy for children, and I believe that it's really important not only to teach them really good money management skills, but also to introduce them to the concepts of investing at an early age. I must admit that it is one of the most powerful gifts that my parents gave to me in terms of showing me and teaching me how to manage my money well and introducing me to the world of investing at a young age. And it is something that I'm very grateful for, and it is something that I wanted to share with you so that if you are a parent and you do have children, you can empower them with one of the best gifts you can give them, which is financial literacy, and giving them the skills and the knowledge to be able to not only manage their money well, but understand and know how to invest it to grow their money. So a few tips. Firstly, obviously, before you can delve into the world of investing, you need to be talking to your children and helping them to understand the basic money management skills. And often the best way of doing this is by leading by example and talking to them about it. And it's actually amazing. You know, most parents don't want to start talking to their kids about money at too young an age, but some research has shown that children have developed their money management skills and their relationship with money by the age of 8, which is really young when you think about it. So I would encourage you to start talking to your children as early as you can. Things that you want to teach your kids is to save rather than spend. That is an essential life skill. It's something that many adults struggle to do, and it is something that's really important. So you need to have the ability to spend less money than you earn. And that is all coming back to the concept of it's not actually how much money you make that will determine your success, but what you do with your money that counts. If you earn $50,000 a year and you only spend $30,000 a year, then you save $20,000 a year. That's awesome. As opposed to if you earn $150,000 a year but you spend $150,000 a year, the person that's earning $50,000 a year and saving 20 would actually be a lot better off. So the main concept here is it doesn't matter how much money you make, but what you do with it counts, and you should be teaching your kids to save. So if they are getting pocket money or if they do have a part-time job, encourage them to set aside a percentage of that money to saving and a percentage for spending to build up that habit of putting money aside and paying themselves first. Secondly, teach them the difference between needs versus wants. Now, I have 2 young children myself, and I can tell you that when we're at the supermarket, when we're at the shops, they see something they want, and in that moment, they absolutely feel they need that thing. But, you know, it's really about explaining the difference between needs and wants, because the category of needs is actually very limited, and we need to make sure that our children are aware that, you know, there are some things that are in the needs and there's some things in the wants, and they come from different buckets of money. And they need to start understanding that and learning about that as they get older. I guess the other thing that's really good to start teaching them is cost versus value, and also I guess comes with that a little bit of delayed gratification. So instead of buying the new shiny toy or the new shiny shoes as soon as it gets released, teach them to wait for that item to become on sale. You know, so that you can get the same item but reduce cost. Teach them about value when you're at the supermarket buying milk. You know, which milk will be the best value of money for our family based on the choices available. So these are the sorts of conversations that are going to help them to start understanding that it's not just about how much something costs, it's about what value you're going to get from that, and looking at that when you're deciding what you're going to buy. I also think it's really important that we teach our children that the ATM is not a magic money machine, and that when you are withdrawing money from it, or when you are waving your EFTPOS card in front of the shopkeeper at the shop, you are actually spending money that you've earned. Our society with invisible money, it can be really difficult for children to understand that concept, but that's really important to keep talking to them about that. And equally as important, when we are using credit cards, we need to be explaining to them that is money that we have earned from work or from our business that we then have to pay to the bank, so that they really start understanding that it's not actually just, there isn't an endless supply of money. It is a limited supply, and every time we spend, we are using money from our own bucket. Once they have grasped the basic money management skills, and you are getting them involved in money decisions, and you're really talking to them about them regularly, you're probably ready to start talking to them about investing. And I think a really great place to start with young children in particular is playing Monopoly. It's a really great game that teaches kids about the fact that if you buy an asset, if you buy a property, you can actually get rent when people land on your property. And not only that, but if you buy multiple properties and you develop them by putting apartments and hotels on them, your rent increases and the value of the property goes up. So this is a fun way to teach children about accumulating income producing assets that will grow in wealth, and using your money to buy assets that will make you more money. So I think that's a really good way to go. If you have managed to get them into saving, like I said before, if they're saving a portion of their pocket money or saving a portion of their part-time employment income, then perhaps you can start talking to them about investing some of those savings into some blue chip shares. You know, just something with a low entry point, just so that they can start seeing that they can invest, and get them involved in the decision, get them involved in the discussion, let them choose what they're going to invest in, and they can start receiving dividends. So they can start understanding the concept of dividends, start understanding the concept of the value of their shares growing, and just start learning about those concepts. When you are doing your property investment activities, you might be meeting with your property manager, meeting with your mortgage broker, meeting with your accountant, you might be visiting one of your properties. Take your kids with you. There's nothing that I love more than when someone comes to one of our seminars and they bring their teenage children. I absolutely love that, because I think, wow, those children are starting to hear these concepts at a young age, and they may not understand everything that's going on, but the fact that you're involving them and engaging them will spark their interest, and will mean that when they are ready to take that own step in their own life, they will be that much more prepared to make the right decisions that will be right for them long term. So I guess that sort of sums up what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found that valuable, and I think that you are amazing for leading by example in any event, and I think involving your children in your property investment journey will really help them in their future, and will be one of the best things that you can do for them. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I would love to hear your question, comments or thoughts. You can leave them below, or you can email me privately at propertyinvestor@risehigh.com.au. Thank you for those of you who have been sending me emails. I've really been appreciating them, and thanks for the feedback. And as a thank you for tuning in today, you can get a 50% discount off of the book. If you go to risehighinvestor.com.au and enter the code video2018, you will get a 50% discount as a special thank you. So thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Bye.